live and in living color on a Saturday night. Get ready to review the Friday Night Smackdown review, where we got a new champion, well, champions, and it was about time because you couldn't really do much. I mean, come on, you was gonna have to pull that trigger eventually, or break up that team. But anywho, I'm getting ahead of myself. I am joined by my lovely co-host, Shay, and yeah, Jeff should be joining us in a few. I think Shane or AKA Punch is going to join us and eventually, but we're going to kick this thing off right with L.A. Knight, and L.A. Knight is coming out to, I guess, having a championship celebration to celebrate his United States Championship win, and they in the lovely Barcelona, Spain, and that crowd made the show. Cause this to be honest, this felt like an over glorified house show, but it was with the SmackDown name just slap onto it, because it really nothing special really happened. Nothing special really happened here. And I'm not just talking about this promo. I meant the show in general. Nothing really special happened. It's just the whole show felt like an over glorified house show, if it will.
Right. Everybody named Mama was in it.
But it was just like it wasn't really entertaining. This was I wouldn't even go. I would go far as to say this was kind of like you didn't really need to see this episode of SmackDown type thing. You didn't really miss nothing.
I mean, I think it was good. I thought it was good. It was good to me. It was better than it was.
I'm not saying it was bad, but they did none of the major storylines was on display. Like Cody Rhodes had like a quick promo.
Yeah, that was quick.
Jay's storyline, which is the hottest storyline, may I add, going on right now. And they was ready. Bianca wasn't even on the show. Naomi wasn't on the show, and Jay had a earlier in the day segment where nobody was in the stands and stuff like that interview. So and then like Tiffany and Charlotte, yeah, they probably was like the most standout of the main feuds. They were like the most standouts as their feud got pushed. They had a little bit thing.
Right. They needed that.
But other than that, like, why was Gunther didn't need to be there?
Liv and Raquel was there for what?
Yeah, Liv and Raquel was there, but what was they okay, so you have Liv and Raquel on the show, but they don't have beyond that whole, like I said, we'll get to it. It's all, but it was just like, I'm just trying to say, like, beyond a couple of key segments, it didn't really feel like, to me watching it didn't feel like I was entertained, but it wasn't nothing like to rave about, nothing truly like shocking, and like something didn't really happen, and that's because of a lot of factors of what I was already fearing, especially when it comes to Cody Rhodes. But back to the LA Knight, he comes out, he talks, he plays it to the crowd. The crowd is doing their thing. The crowd was like the biggest stars of the night. They made the show. He talked about a little bit how he righted the ship and got the United States Championship back to where it belongs, around the waist of LA Knight. But Jimmy Uso will come out and basically said that he's desperate because his road to WrestleMania is getting thinner, it's getting shorter, it's getting smaller. That window is closing, and he needs to be on WrestleMania. And he said the best way he think now to get on WrestleMania, because he tried all the speed bumps and the detours and all that type of stuff. He said is to challenge him for the United States Championship, but that's not what came out of his mouth. What came out of his mouth was the United States Tag Team Championships. I'm like, what was the United States Tag Team Championships, Jimmy? Jimmy, I didn't know that he had United States Tag Team Championships. Like, you're not a tag team anymore, Jimmy. You're a singles competitor. But he wouldn't be the only one to blunder in this promo. Because after that, Solo and then will come out. said that if anybody deserves a United States championship shot, it should be he looked like he was about to say himself, but then he went Jacob Fatu. But then he will have a blunder on the mic because I think he was about to say the F word. I think he was about to tell Jim to get the F out of the ring or something like that. Because he caught himself because he was about to say he kind of sort of did say, but he caught himself and went, and then Jimmy, you heard Jimmy get on the mic and make fun of him. He laughed at him. He laughed at him on the mic and like, oh, you was no, go ahead and say it. You know, you about to get in trouble now. You was about to say the F word. But other than that, then he just told Jimmy that he was the biggest failure, and then Jimmy responded by saying, "No, he's the biggest failure by losing the Ulufala back to the OTC Roman Reigns, and that he was the biggest failure as a little brother." This would start a brawl between all involved, which the numbers was in Solos in their favor until Braun Strowman came out and got involved. And then Nick Aldis came out and said that since all six of them are in the ring, and that and they look like they ready to gear in to go, he's going to make this a 6-man tag, and that I need the light. People in my house, people. Anywho, we working with a live studio in front of it with everybody in the background. Kind of times you get messed up here. Though we that'll leave it to the first match of the night. But before we get there, Shay, what did you think about this opening promo? Because for me, it was pretty good. I mean, short and sweet. Got to a brawl and we got straight to a match. So it wasn't too long. And then I would say it's welcome. Everybody got to the point.
Yeah, it was pretty good to me. Yeah, it was short and sweet. That's good. Some of the segments last night was short and sweet. So, it was some, not extra matches, but it was kind of cool for everybody. It just be flowing, like the show was flowing last night. And
Right.
Jimmy, he broke that promo. Like, he did really good on that promo. So hopefully we get to see what we think we're going to see. Hopefully we get to see it, because that's going to be chef's kiss. Can't wait. But yeah, that was a good promo. I know Solo was going to come out, though. We all know that with his big head. He going to come out and put his 2 cents in. But I'm surprised. Well, I'm surprised Braun came out, though. But I forgot he got beef with them. But I thought it was going to be somebody else, that wanted to, get the United States Championship. That's what I thought. But it made sense for Braun to come out.
Yeah, it did. It did. But like I said, though, like Shay said too, most of the promos are short and sweet. We got a lot more matches than we did promo. It was more fighting and more action than it was talking, which was actually refreshing for a 3-hour show.
Yeah, it went by smooth. I didn't fall asleep.
No, I didn't fall asleep either. But like I said before, that leads into our first match of the night, which is LA Knight, Braun Strowman, and Jimmy Uso versus Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and Tama Tonga. And for the most part, this was a pretty good match. Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu definitely, they definitely tore down the house.
They powerhouses.
But LA Knight and Jimmy did their things too. Tama Tonga, my man, yeah. No, they made him the person to take the pin here. Still, pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. Like I said, most of the better moments came afterwards because Braun Strowman took out Jacob for a minute, and then Solo, and then or LA Knight took out Solo and allowing Braun Strowman to get the pinfall victory after hitting the power slam on Tama Tonga. But their victory would be short-lived as Jacob Fatu will recover, and he would proceed to beat the hell out of Braun Strowman. To the point where he kind of like, I guess he was going to leave, but then he came back and hip attacked Braun Strowman through the barricade. I'm like, this man cannot get rid of this hip attack. We're gonna hip attack this
Nope.
man to death. But yeah, that was pretty much it for that. And pretty like I said, pretty good match. I enjoyed it. It was a great way to open the show. Don't got no complaints about it. But what about you, Shay? Shay, you with me? We have.
Yeah, that it was pretty good. We all know Braun and Fatu still got bad blood, so they're gonna keep fighting for years. But they were going at it. I was like, okay, this is pretty good. I was enthused, but for the most part, it was a good match or whatever. But yeah, old boy had to take that pin because they wasn't gonna let Solo take that pin.
No, they wasn't gonna let Solo or Jacob, or even and like even I don't think even Jimmy would. I think Jimmy would have probably been. Braun Strowman,
Mm,
LA Knight, Jimmy probably would have took the pin on that side had they lost. But yeah, I could see. I couldn't see Jacob or Solo taking the pin. I don't even could see Braun Strowman. I mean, Thomas
yeah.
Hardy taking the pin. Um, but afterwards, that we will get the what we talked about earlier. We'll get Jade Cargill's promo where she is asked by Kathy Kelly, how did she know that Naomi was the one who attacked her, and why didn't she alert anybody sooner to the fact that it was Naomi who attacked her? And she only answered one of the questions. She never answered the why she never alert anybody sooner to it. She just like never answered that question, but she did answer like the first part is how did she know? But she said all she could remember was that she was hit from behind and thrown onto the car. And then as everything was going black, as she was passing out, she saw Naomi run away from the scene. I guess she
Mm,
could see that it was Naomi standing in the place of whoever was attacking her and whoever threw her. She was able to see that it was Naomi, and Naomi ran away, and that I guess she was upset about it. She was betrayed because she heard what Naomi had to say about her struggles and how she felt, but she felt insulted that she insinuated that Jay needed Bianca to leech off of Bianca. She needed anything for Bianca to get to where she's going, and she said how's that working out for her and all that type of stuff, and but that it made it hard to trust people. And then she said that then she felt even more betrayed / hurt when she saw that Bianca was just teaming up with her like nothing ever happened. And I'm like, well, that's
she
because she
knew.
didn't know. You didn't.
Exactly.
If you, that's why she asked you why did you didn't alert anybody, and you never answered that question. But then you gonna sit there and say, and then you were more hurt and betrayed because Bianca teamed up with Naomi. No, you the only one who knew. You didn't
Right.
tell nobody for months. You didn't tell nobody that it was Naomi.
And then she said she wasn't answering their phone calls either. They've been
Right?
calling her too.
You wasn't answering nobody's phone calls. You wasn't doing nothing. So how was anybody supposed to know it was Naomi? All we had was speculation. We speculated since the beginning that it was Naomi, but you didn't answer no phone calls. You didn't tell nobody.
Yeah.
And once again, you avoided the question here in the interview. You didn't even answer why you didn't. And but she said that then she went to talk about some other stuff, and then of course she got interrupted by Liv Morgan and Raquel for some odd reason. It's not backstage coming in with their luggage. They coming out with their luggage past Jade and them doing the interview in the arena.
Yep.
Dirty storytelling for you guys. Uh, but they were interrupt, and basically they was upset that they was being blamed for the attack on Jade, and they wanted an apology not from Bianca or anybody else that was blaming them. They wanted an apology from Jade. And I'm like, see, this is where the whole thing got me confused. You're talking to the wrong person for an apology. Why Jay don't owe you no apology.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, you just can't. When Jay got attacked, you just had to attack Rhea and put her out. So yes, you was gonna
Yeah.
get looked at. You was attacking. You just had attacked two people that was involved in the War Games match.
Yep.
So or I should say, two people in the War Games match got attacked. One of which we know was done by you and Raquel. So why would we even? Why wouldn't we assume it wasn't you two who attacked Jade? But then again, why would you assume that Jade should be the one to give you an apology? Like, I don't know. That was weird to me, but I guess anything to get Liv Morgan and Raquel on TV, and Jade kept telling them not to do this, not to do here. This ain't the place. We're in the middle of something. But they kept asserting that they wanted an apology. So she said, you know what? I don't need, like, she said, you wouldn't even have those tag titles if I was involved in that match and all that, and that I don't need the tag team titles to, I guess, to beat them. So, or to take it out, to take her ass out, or whatever she was trying to say, and that she was going to meet them or meet Liv Morgan in the ring next week. Which I like the confidence that Liv Morgan wasn't scared. I guess that was like the
Right.
best. That was like the best thing about it. Liv Morgan was not scared. She was like, "Okay, it's fine. Let's do it next week." And then we don't
Yep.
see Jade or Liv Morgan or Raquel for like ever. I'm like, well, that was, I guess, in a 3-hour show, we couldn't fit them in a better segment than that. Okay.
Yeah, that could have been a better segment.
But hey, like I said, everything was short and sweet and simple. Um, then we get to the second match tonight, which is one of my favorite matches because we get, I guess, somewhat of Charlotte Flair putting somebody over. But the second match of the night is B-Fab versus Charlotte Flair. It was a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair didn't dominate as much as you would thought she would. She actually kind of got the fight taken to her by B-Fab. B-Fab looked good here. This is what I'm talking about. Like, we need more B-Fab. We need more people. We could have did more with Chelsea Green than we did too. That's the other thing I didn't like about the show. Like, why didn't we do in a 3-hour show? We didn't do enough with Chelsea Green and them.
Right.
But it still was. But I getting the far ahead of myself again. The match was with B-Fab and Charlotte was cool. I like how cocky and confident that they was and how she was in the beginning. Only to then realize she was really in a fight with B-Fab. So she really got serious in the middle of the match. And then, he went back and forth. They was trading blows. I like the little uh beat the pump kick that B-Fab gave to Charlotte that almost took Charlotte out. But in the end, Charlotte was like, you know what, I'm done playing. She would put B-Fab in the figure 8, and B-Fab would submit. Now, this is not the end, though. As Charlotte, after Charlotte got the submission, she would not let go of the submission hold. Thus, she just stayed in there. They tried to get her to let go. She kept saying she wasn't going to let go until Tiffy time happened. Tiffany's music would hit. That would finally be the thing that let Charlotte, let go of B-Fab out of this hole. And then it was funny because Tiffany charged the ring so hard that when she tried to roll into the ring, her feet hit the ropes and turned
I
her
see
around.
that.
I was just like, Jesus Christ, Tiffany. How fast was you moving where your whole body got turned around because of the ropes, and that kind of delayed the whole dramatic them clashing with each other because Tiffany had to get right because she didn't realize she was like, oh God, I got turned all the way around. Her own momentum. But then finally the brawl did actually start, and then they just brawled around the ring with each other. We got the people, we got the security and backstage personnel. They pretty much was trying to separate them, and I'm like, well, I guess finally we're starting to add some actual story to the women's division and the women's, you're not just Charlotte, Naomi, and Jade, but I mean not Charlotte, but not just Naomi, Jade, and and Bianca, but everybody's
Right.
starting to get some shine in the story department. And I'm guessing it must have been Charlotte or somebody with a big name that was complaining about the women's division not having an actual storyline going into WrestleMania or the Royal Rumble for that matter. Um, but yeah, it kind of worked out here. I'm starting to see a little more effort being put into the women's division, and thus, um, this was a good brawl. But the brawl, I think they got separated. Naomi died. Not Naomi. Tiffany died on Charlotte a couple of times. Charlotte did dive on Tiffany a couple of times too at that, and they finally got separated. But the brawl was not over just yet. But before we get to the second part of the brawl, Shay, what did you think about this B5 versus Charlotte match and the brawl that happened? At least the first part of it. But because me myself, I think it was a pretty good match, and like the shine that B5 got.
Yeah,
Suck, punk.
I like the B-Fab match with Charlotte. I liked her promo when she was coming out too. That promo was fire. I liked how Charlotte, not made B-Fab look good, but vice versa. Like they did, good moves on each other. It wasn't like a botch ending or nothing like that. It was a pretty good match. Therefore,
Mm-hmm.
for a little Tiffy, baby girl, it's too late to do a storyline with this because you could have been did a storyline with this, but you was worried about Naya and everybody else and their mama. Now you want to be worried about Charlotte. This is almost a month after. Like we only got a month late, like left. Like this is supposed to have been built up since March, like February. Y'all, I don't like how late they are with the storyline. They just trying to add, something in there. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. Like this is a rush storyline. I'll take Jade and Bianca and them over this, to be honest, because that's more prepared than this. Like this is not prepared at all. I don't like it. But the brawl was cool, or whatever. Um, Charlotte been getting at that girl. Yeah, there was really, but the brawl for real, bro. Like that was one of the best brawls.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. But I feel you on that though. I think you know the storyline between Tiffany and Charlotte should have been like a little bit there before what we got yesterday. But better late than never, I guess.
Right.
Jeff, my man, thanks for joining us.
What up, y'all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Khris is here too, but I don't know if he got his mic muted. I don't know if he's actually here, but he is
Yeah,
here.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But no, this was a good match. Khris, what did you think about the B5 and Charlotte match?
I think it's actually good that BFAB is, gets to get in the ring with, a multi-time champion. Same thing like when we get to Carmelo Hayes as well. So even though she lost, which we already knew she was gonna lose, but at least she gained some experience and some ring knowledge while she was in the ring with Charlotte. But it was a cool match. Wouldn't say a good match, but a cool match though.
Mm. Jeff, what did you think?
It was cool, but at the end of the day, Charlotte go in the trash can.
Jeff do not like the Charlotte Flair.
No, 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 I don't. She's at the top of my list.
Oh Lord, my fault. That was my fault. I didn't
That
cut
match
this
was
all off.
that match was oh
Oh, okay.
oh, and like I was saying, that match was cool. That match was cool. It you know we already knew Charlotte was gonna beat the Fab anyway. They're not gonna make her lose
No.
going
But
into
at least Charlotte
WrestleMania.
did somewhat of a put over. At least she put her over somewhat.
Hmm. Exactly. We already knew Charlotte wasn't gonna lose going into WrestleMania is right around the corner. They're not
Hmm.
gonna have her look weak,
Mm.
and if they do, it'll be stupid on their part. But okay,
Mm. Before we move on,
Mm,
because you guys did join us a little late. Um, since we with you, Jeff, what did you think about the opener promo and the first match?
Wait, say that again.
I said the opening promo, which was the LA Knight promo that had Jimmy and Solo in them, and then the first match, which is the 6-man tag with Jimmy, LA Knight, and Braun Strowman versus Solo, Jacob, and Tama Tonga.
Speaking of Jimmy, no yeet,
No, wow.
no, ye.
no yeet. But
I would have to
anyway,
say. I would
anyway,
have. Go
Jimmy,
ahead, Jeff.
Jimmy Uso at WrestleMania for the
Yeah.
United States Championship. I
Yeah.
can dig it. I can dig it. And if Jimmy wins, and then Jay Uso, yeet, he wins too.
Ye.
Oh my God, that's gonna be. And then Naomi wins, if I'm just saying if she ain't gonna win, but if and only if, then boy, Rikishi, Rikishi, he gonna be excited. He gonna be turned up.
Oh yeah, 'cause I think what he's did a tweet or something like that saying he was behind he stand behind Naomi's decision.
Hmm. To be honest, I kind of am too. 'Cause I wanted to see her turn heel.
Oh yeah, Naomi needed a character change for sure.
She needs to switch it up now.
But but baby girl, you got a lot to go if you're trying to go up against the powerhouse of Jade.
She need to go ahead and change her character now. Like now. Like next Friday night, she better come with something different. New hair, everything to sell it.
True that.
She need to throw the glow character in the trash for now. Like throw it away for now, because this glow stuff, it's not working.
Hmm. But getting back on point though, Jeff, what did you think about that? What LA Knight had with the LA Knight and Jimmy's interaction that led into that match.
It was great. It was great. Like I said, Jimmy Uso facing LA Knight for the title. Oh yeah, book it now. I I want to see that. I want to see that.
Hmm. What about the first match anyway?
The first match. What was the first match?
The first match was based off of what happened in the first promo. It was LA Knight, Braun Strowman, and Jimmy Uso versus Solo, Jacob, and Tama Tonga.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That was I like that. That was dope. That was dope. At the end, at the end when Jacob Fatu got up and and hit Braun Strowman, bruh. I'm like, those two need to actually, a feud. Like they need to have a match at WrestleMania. At least I think. If not at WrestleMania, then SummerSlam. You
Mm,
know, because they're still going at it with each
Yeah.
other.
okay.
But we shall see.
Yeah, we
We still
sell.
we still got some time left before WrestleMania, so they
Oh,
might slide that.
we got plenty of time. We're not even close to being a month out from WrestleMania.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I said. We got some time left, so they might slide that in there.
Yeah.
Um, Chris,
Yes.
now the same question to you. What did you think about that opening promo with LA Knight and Jimmy, and then the first match?
I actually thought it was really cool, especially how yeah, goddamn, lost my words. Yeah, especially how LA Knight got like the big pop. Well, everything that anybody
Mhm.
did got like a good pop. But I like how Jimmy came out and seeking like he's going to be the next number one contender for the United States Championship in some kind of way. But I also did like the six man tag match as well, and they didn't wait like until the main event to actually like do that match.
Hmm. Okay.
But I'm still kind of wondering, are we still getting Jacob versus Braun Strowman at Mania, or we're still gonna some kind of way slither in Solo Sikoa versus Jacob?
You
No,
know,
we need that solo. We need that.
I like it because of how much time we got. It's
I want
like
that Braun
I don't
Strowman.
know. It's too early to tell right now. We gotta let
Yeah,
that
it
develop
is
more.
very early, and
Well, they
it's
could do
kind of
that at
seeming like they're on the right
Backlash.
page.
Hey Chris, you know what I want? I want Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania, and then um Jacob and Solo at Backlash because
Yeah,
Backlash
Backlash
is May
in May.
1st.
Yep.
Yeah,
We
Backlash
can
is
do
May.
it. We can do it like that too.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
right now it seems like we're gonna get. I guess because they gonna. I think they supposed to be doing a match next week, but it look
See,
like we might get. I get what part 3 at WrestleMania.
The
only
last
only
man
reason
standing or
Yes.
something like that. Or
Yeah,
tables,
only
ladders,
reason
and chairs, something like that.
only reason why
yeah.
I say
Did
that is
it? Did
because we got more of a
what
story.
was their match
We
at
got
Saturday Night Main Event? Was that Last Man Standing or
I
Falls Count
think that
Anywhere?
was
No, that was
last
just a
man
regular
standing.
match. It was just
You
that
a
is
think
a
regular
regular
so?
match.
match.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a regular match.
Oh man.
Tables, ladders, and chairs will be fire though. Or anything goes
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. That would be fire.
That's why I'm
Street
saying.
fight.
I would say they
I
should go
think the
even
match
deeper.
at
They
WrestleMania is
should
going to
do a
be the
unsanctioned or
stipulation
something,
match.
something like that.
The street fight.
Yeah, street fight
Unsanctioned,
something.
no holds barred or something.
Uncensored.
Hmm.
Yeah, to no holds
Yeah,
barred.
uncensored would be
Yeah.
fire too.
Yeah, because yeah, especially how they did it with Sammy and Kevin Owens. But yeah, not off topic though. But just some good things we can try to send over to Triple H, give him some ideas if
A
he's still
still a
doing
steel
Braun.
cage match. I don't know about steel cage. I don't want to see no
No,
steel cage.
they're gonna break the cage.
Yeah, I don't want to see that no
Yeah,
more for right now.
I
Not
mean,
with
it has a cell
Not with Jacob
amazing,
and Braun
not a
Strowman.
steel
No,
cage.
maybe Jacob and Solo, but not no Braun Strowman and Jacob. No,
All right. Um. What did you think about Jeff that Jay Cargill little promo? How she was explaining how she knew it was Naomi who attacked her,
bro.
even though she didn't answer the other part of the question where she said why they asked her to. Kathy asked her why did she wait so long, or why didn't she even tell nobody? Actually, that's what she said. Why did you not tell nobody that you knew it was Naomi? And I'm like, yeah, why didn't you? And then she only answered the first part of the question. She never answered the second part.
Well, to be honest, for me, I kind of figured that Naomi did it because she she was talking about how um she was beating around the bush um when Bianca asked her all those questions about did she do it, and she kept saying no, it wasn't me, and the way she was looking at Bianca, I knew it was Naomi all along. And then after Jay came back and attacked her, I was like, okay, so it was like I guess it was a plan for her to do it all along in the first place before you know. And I'm just like, it is what it is. Like at the end of the day, we knew something was gonna happen. It's either gonna be Bianca or it was gonna be Naomi, but
Right.
we didn't know when it was gonna happen.
No, we didn't know when it was going to happen, but it eventually did happen.
Right.
I just found it funny though, because I'm like, she told Kathy Kelly that as she was blacking out, all she remembered was getting hit from behind and then thrown onto the car, and then as she was blacking out, she saw Naomi run away, and I'm like,
But how could you get hit from the car like that though? That means you had to turn around to see who it was.
Look.
For
How
them
she
to
That's what
blacked
push you
she's
out?
like that.
saying. That's what she's saying. Like basically, when Naomi threw her on the car, she flipped in midair and landed back first. And then as she was passing out, she saw Naomi run away. That's how she knew it was Naomi because she said once she hit the car and was basically in and out of conscious, she got a good look at her attacker and saw it was Naomi.
I need to see the video footage from this. I know they have it. We
They
need to
don't
see
have
this.
nothing because I told you I don't think there's no footage. This because I believe
They don't
Jay.
have nothing because it went black. It went
I,
black, so they didn't have no footage to show.
I don't think they have footage because Jay was really injured and they had to throw this angle and together at the last moment.
Yeah, Jay been,
Right.
and plus they probably did this because Jay Jay has some time off anyway,
Right.
so to be with her family. So it was only right for them to attack her and all this stuff.
But you
True.
like usually, like I said before, usually in storylines like this, we would have got the footage first before we would have got
Mm-hmm.
Jay attacking Naomi. We didn't get the footage first. Our only confirmation that it was Naomi was when Jay returned that elimination chamber and beat Naomi up. But usually
Yep.
in that storyline, there would have been like some footage to reveal Naomi attacking her, and then Jay would have returned that elimination chamber and beat her up. But they just tell from what they're telling us, Jay already knew it was Naomi because she saw it before she passed out, and
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
there won't be no footage. We just got to go off of Jay and Naomi's word that
Right.
Jay saying she saw her, and Naomi saying she's the one who did it. So it won't. I don't
Yeah.
think it won't be no footage.
Hmm.
And that's why I was saying it wouldn't be footage unless they go back and redo it because they didn't even show us. They never showed us how she hit the car. They never showed us anything of that. And then we didn't even show. They didn't even show us, her getting picked up off the car and put into the ambulance. It just went to commercial, and when we came back, Nick Otis is closing the ambulance door, and we just automatically knew Jay was in there. So
The
I
Right.
only
believe
thing,
Jay was really hurt and was really serious to where they couldn't show them gingerly helping her because she was probably really seriously injured, and
and
she
I
probably
think,
couldn't be touched or moved because of her injury.
the only thing we had got was the picture of Jade on the car. You know, um, with the blood on her face and everything. That was it. And
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
all.
Yeah.
like,
That's all we got. We already got that. When it initially happened, we only got the cameraman. We only got that cameraman showing us Jade on the car, and then the pictures of her on the car
But
afterwards.
you
And
know
then,
what don't make sense to me is Bianca got in there with her. So Jade, you couldn't tell her then because that would have been a different angle if Jade would have told Bianca and Bianca didn't believe her. That would have been a different angle too. But I guess they didn't want to
Mhm.
do it like that.
Yeah, that's why I said in her promo didn't make sense because she said in her
Yeah.
promo she said to even further go further to see Bianca team up with Naomi like that, like nothing never happened. And I'm like,
Right.
well, how was
You
she
never
supposed
told
to
her.
know? You didn't tell nobody,
You didn't tell them. So when you in that little ambulance, you didn't tell them. I would have told her in
right?
the ambulance.
You didn't say nothing in the ambulance. You didn't say nothing after you got home from the like nothing. Like you didn't tell nobody
Nothing.
nothing.
We
So
wouldn't go.
how can you sit there and say you was angered by Bianca teaming up with Naomi when how was Bianca supposed to know Naomi was the one who attacked you? Naomi
Right.
was acting like a friend, said she was going to help Bianca find out who attacked Jade, and
and the
then
thing,
but you never mentioned nothing to nobody. So that part of that promo kind of felt out of place because like how you
Right.
gonna say because you made it seem like she betrayed you by teaming up with Naomi, but she didn't even know Naomi attacked you.
Right.
And you see what she did when she found out. She let you take care of Naomi. She threw Naomi to the curb because she found out Naomi attacked you. Had you told her this, she would have done it sooner.
Exactly. They would have ganked her.
Right.
They would have beat her up themselves.
But like Bianca said, she tried talking to you and you
Hmm.
wouldn't answer the phone. And then after you beat up Naomi, Naomi wouldn't talk to Bianca no more. So it was like nobody was telling her anything. So I feel so sorry for Bianca at the moment because it just seemed like she getting a bad end of this and she didn't even know nothing because nobody's telling her nothing.
That's true.
But
Uh-huh.
well, go ahead, Jeff.
Did y'all hear? Did y'all hear about the rumors that Jimmy Uso might be walking away from WWE after Naomi turned heel?
Nah, I ain't hearing nothing about that.
I'm like, that ain't. I'm like, I don't believe that.
Did you hear
I
about
don't
their
believe that
divorce?
at
I heard
all.
that they're getting divorced.
I heard that too.
Nah, I ain't heard.
I think she already filed though. They said she filed since 2024.
I
But I
haven't
guess
heard.
they're playing it like they are still, together, like on TV wise.
I don't
Yeah, I
think
don't
that's
think that's true either because they were just at their award show together.
right.
Um,
I don't. I don't think none of it's true. I think it's just speculation from people who's not really credible. Because why would they be getting like we know Charlotte Flair and Andrade got a divorce because they not seen together nowhere.
right.
Nowhere.
And I don't think they're following each other on Instagram no more either.
No.
Right. But why would Jimmy and Naomi be getting a divorce and we just seen them together after their attack at an award show? After she got attacked at
Hmm.
Elimination Chamber, she was on the award show with the necklace.
Exactly.
I don't know. That's what they was saying. I seen a lot of blogs about it, and they were saying she was gonna foul because he keep cheating. So we're gonna see. And people on my post keep saying that they getting a divorce. So that's why I looked it up. Cause people kept saying it, on the post. I'm like, let me look it up. And I don't know. It might be true. You never know.
I don't think it's true because people say a lot of things. I'm not about to be at no award show with nobody that's cheating on me.
Yeet.
WWE or not. Like, I don't care what WWE wants. I'm not about to be at a award show with no dude that's cheating on me or no woman that's cheating on me. Like I don't care how you look at man or woman. If you stupid if you at a award show with somebody that's cheating on you.
Right.
People break up in WWE every day. Like I said, like Charlotte Flair and Andrade. You don't see them two together everywhere.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And they actually have been broken up since what they said June, July last year.
Yep.
Yeah. But they got back together too. They got too much stuff going on. They wishy washy. They might get back together.
Just like Lana and Rusev.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
back together. They.
we're not even about to touch on Lana and Rusev, but
But anyway.
now that we got Jeff, we all caught up with Jeff. Now back to the point. So after the Charlotte Flair and B-Fab match, we get Drew McIntyre cutting a promo about saying that
Ugh.
talking about
Eddie Drew.
how every time something was going wrong, it was a person benefiting from his shortcomings, and that was Damian Priest. Damian Priest eliminating him from the Royal Rumble, eliminating him from the Elimination Chamber. So now he was going to finally, do something about Damian Priest, and then he's going to get his pound of flesh. I'm like, well, I mean, he got a point there. Damian Priest has been, at least in the last two big events, Damian Priest has been the thorn in Drew McIntyre's side. But I still don't think this is a WrestleMania worthy match.
Uh. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, no. Like I really don't see Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest as a WrestleMania match. Not even on the pre-show.
I would
I
say
don't
on
even
the
see it
pre.
at all.
I'll see it on the pre-show, but not on the main. Not on the main card. No.
Yeah, not
No.
on the main card. I wouldn't even put it on the pre-show. I'll put that like on a random SmackDown.
No, dude.
The
Do the
SmackDown pre-show.
Saturday night,
Oh yeah, or
Saturday
even
night main
like
event.
maybe a Saturday night main event, but not
Yeah.
like I want to put it on WrestleMania. Like I can even see them being on Backlash or something like that. I just wouldn't put it on WrestleMania because I don't think it's a WrestleMania worthy match. Like, given all that we got going on with WWE right now and all the matches and storylines going to, that's the least WrestleMania match right there. Now, I'm not saying these two are not WrestleMania caliber wrestlers. They just
Drew McIntyre is not.
they feud and everything is not worthy of WrestleMania, but these two are worthy of being on the WrestleMania card, maybe in some type of other match, but not against each other. Now, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, yeah, you can put that on
No,
WrestleMania. You could put CM Punk and Seth Rollins on WrestleMania, but that would be more preferable than Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest at WrestleMania.
I don't want to see Drew McIntyre on the screen at all.
I don't mind seeing Drew McIntyre on the screen.
I
Petty
don't. I
Drew.
don't
I
like.
think he needs to be world champion again officially
Mm-mm.
longer.
Not right now. Not right now. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Because he still is owed a world championship victory after carrying the company during the pandemic era.
Not right now. I
Not
don't think
right
he
now,
needs to
at
be.
least, but I still think Triple H owed that to Drew McIntyre. We kind of
Maybe.
sort of got it last
Maybe
year when
next
he
year.
won the title, but they kind of took it away from him by making Damian Priest the champion. But I think he deserves that WrestleMania moment and deserves to carry the title into later in that year, whether it happens next year or whatnot. But I think he still deserves that WrestleMania moment in front of the crowd and not just a 5-minute moment. But then we get to the Miz TV segment. But before we get there, we get part 2 of the brawl. So as the Miz is trying to go on TV and do his little, I guess he was going to talk in Spanish to the crowd. All of a sudden, the camera cut back to the entrance, and Tiffany and Charlotte have spilled back out into the to the entrance ramp and continue to brawl again with each other. Still like basically beating up each other, getting separated. I think at some point between the first brawl and this brawl, I noticed that Tiffany got cut because she was bleeding from the back of her arm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, poor Tiffy. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was before or after. It might have been after because Charlotte did throw her hard into that equipment before she got on top of the Titantron. So it might have been when Charlotte threw her, but I don't know. It could have happened beforehand too. But Tiffany was definitely bleeding, and it was noticeable because she had a big old blood spot in the back of her arm. But then, as she got through, they were trying to hold Charlotte back. I think Charlotte was trying to follow her, but then they looked up and saw that Tiffany was on top of the Titantron. And I'm like, okay, Jeff Hardy, taking a page out of Jeff Hardy's book. That's the last. I think that was the last person I remember doing something like that. Was Jeff Hardy doing a swanton like Tiffany did off of the Titantron, even though the Titantron back then was a lot higher. Was way a lot higher because when Jeff Hardy did it, Jeff Hardy killed himself along with who was that he did that on? I can't remember. Was it Shane McMahon? Was it Kane?
I don't know.
Somebody. It was somebody he dove off the top of the Titantron on, and they crashed through the little tables and crashed Matt down below. But that was a Jeff Hardy tribute right there, and she did that thing, crashed onto Charlotte in the and the into the security, and then they were finally separated. Then we finally
Yeah.
got to put on Miz TV angle where he was trying to when he introduced Cody Rhodes, saying that Cody Rhodes should have took his advice and actually taken The Rock's offer. Instead, he got beat down, but he wanted to get an exclusive interview with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes will come out and do his intro. But when he got to the ring to do the second part of his intro or his entrance, he got interrupted by the Miz. He said, "No, we're not about to go longer than this because I've already got interrupted by Tiffany time or Tiffy time, and we want to get down to the brass tacks. I want Cody Rhodes to answer my question." But he turns around and get kicked in the stomach, and then Crossroads And then Cody Rhodes will come on and say that he don't want to talk to the Miz. He don't want to talk to anybody but John Cena. And John Cena feel like he got have the time to join us on this tour to rest on this European tour on the road to WrestleMania. Then next week on Monday Night Raw when he show up, or this coming Monday Night Raw, he will be there too.
Mm-hmm.
And that was pretty much it
Mm-hmm.
for the Miz TV promo. Short and sweet. Like I said, mostly all these promos was just like that. Short and sweet. It was nothing too long, nothing to stay overstated welcome. We got more matches. We got more time in matches than we did promos tonight.
Chef's
That was good
kiss.
though.
Yeah.
And that was a good thing. That was a good thing. But yeah, so Shay, what did you think about the Miz TV segment? And that
That
second
was
half of that started
funny.
flair.
Nah, that was funny because I wasn't expecting them to come back out there start brawling again. So they probably was fighting in the back and then came outside. Miz is like, "Yo, what's going on?" Like this is so funny. Miz always get interrupted every time. Like I don't know. Every time he do Miz TV, something happens. But he get mad at Cody. Cody had did his little thing on him. I say, yeah, Cody, cut that short and sweet. I want to see John Cena Monday. I said, okay, Cody, are you gonna beat him up? And you better beat him up, okay? You don't get beat up. He needs to get beat up, okay?
That's how I feel. I feel like if he better not come out and talk to John Cena, it needs to be straight action.
You better
No
beat that
words,
boy
no
like he
nothing.
beat you.
You better beat that bricks off of John Cena.
Well, his eye looked better this week because his eye last week still looked bad, but his eye looked better.
Yeah, his eye did look better this week. Look like it's healing up nicely. Jeff, what did you think about it?
It was all right. I didn't really care. It's the Miz. He always get interrupted. Whoop de doo. Who cares? The Miz, go sit down somewhere. Don't nobody like you no way.
I used to
That's
like Miz back in the day.
I
mm-mm.
like Miz. I like Miz. I just I hate that they don't know how to keep him in run roll. They make him a babyface and quickly turn him back heel. I'm like, just keep him as a heel.
Hmm.
He does his best work as a heel. He does good as
Exactly.
a face too, but he do better as a heel.
Yeah, that heel is better.
But I just wish that they would pick a lane with him and quit like turning him babyface to only just turn back around like a couple of weeks later and turn him heel. Because that heel turn on R-Truth was so quick.
Yeah. And then he was laughing with him the other day. I'm like, hold up. Like, sir, you forgot you beat Baby Boy up.
Mm-hmm.
But all right then. Then we got afterwards we got Damian Priest interrupting Shinsuke Nakamura trying to get a rematch from Nick Aldis for the United States Championship, and he's asking Nick Aldis where's Drew McIntyre. I think Drew um I guess Nick said something about Drew not being in the building. He left. He said take that information as you will. But Shinsuke Nakamura said something in Japanese, so that kind of angered uh, Drew, not Drew, but Damian Priest, which he said he spoke in Spanish and set up a match for them two later on. And the night, or actually, kind of next, but um, Chris, since you rejoined us here, sir.
Yep, phone up that. I was like, dang it. I wonder why it froze. And then after then, my screen went black. And I was like, God
I
dang
was
it.
wondering where you went.
Yeah. But
Right.
I'm good now, though.
Okay. I forgot what did you talked about the first match, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you also got the second match, right?
The second match, yes.
Okay.
Was that the Tiffany Stratton one, right?
Yeah, that was the B-Fab versus
Yep.
Charlotte Flair match.
I mean, that's what I meant. Yes. Did that
Okay.
one.
Did you talk about Jay's promo? I don't think we got
No,
that. I don't think we
Jay,
got your opinion
no,
on Jay's
no,
promo.
he didn't get there. He froze.
Well, okay,
Jay,
that was around the time he froze. Okay,
Jay,
We
goodness.
said yeet.
but go ahead. What did you think about Jay's
Yeesh. I
promo
got that.
saying from Kathy Kelly, where she asked Jade how she knew that it was Naomi and why she took why did she ain't say nothing this whole time or talk to or alert WWE this whole time that Naomi was the one who attacked her, even though she only answered the first part of that question.
I really feel like she knows that Bianca has something to do with it, or was the one that told Naomi to do it. I'm still putting my pick onto Bianca being the one. So that's why I definitely feel like Jay's not really, you know, putting everything out there as she should, which she more likely probably seen Bianca Belair because it doesn't seem like she trusts Bianca. Didn't even mention Bianca or anything, but now
I
she
mean,
said,
she did
and it.
mention Bianca in the promo.
I do feel okay.
Yeah.
I do feel like that she know like dang, I done lost my word now. Hold on. Dang, I done forgot what I was gonna say. But I think she said in one part when she was talking, she said she's all alone or something now. I think, right?
No, I don't know.
I can't quite remember how the promo went.
She basically was saying that when Kathy Kelly asked her the question, she basically said that she knew that Naomi was the one who attacked her because she felt somebody hit her from behind and then throw her on top of the car. And as she was passing out, she saw Naomi run away from the scene in the spot of the person that would have been the person attacking her, and then she said she felt betrayed and hurt by that after hearing what Naomi had to say about her, and then she said that then to see Bianca team up with Naomi like nothing never happened, it made her feel even more betrayed. And then she said something about I just remember 'cause I couldn't remember earlier when I was talking to Shay about it, but now I remember she said something about what she say? I just had it. I forgot. Oh yeah, she said Naomi was right about one thing. She should have pushed me harder.
Yeah, no,
And
that
then
was
that's when
cold.
she got interrupted by Liv and Raquel. That's pretty much where she got because by the time she got to that point, you start hearing Liv and Raquel voice, and all she could get out after that was that Naomi was right. She should have pushed me harder. She did mention Bianca, but she didn't say nothing about being alone and stuff like that. But she did say she felt insulted that Naomi would think that she needed to piggyback or leech off of Bianca in any way faster to get to where she's going.
Gotcha. Okay. But overall though,
She,
with
oh yeah,
everything,
this she said. Oh, I
oh
forgot. She
no
also
no
said
no, go
something
ahead.
about them being the big three too. She said we was the big three, like that was my big sister, and then for her to say all that and do all that, then she felt betrayed. Like how do you come back from being betrayed like that? And then that's when she said. Then to see Bianca tag team with her like nothing ever happened, and I'm like, well, that don't make sense because you never told nobody. How was
Right.
Bianca supposed to know that you got attacked by Naomi if you didn't tell nobody?
I don't know if Jade is real good at like backstage speaking or promos or anything, but I kind of feel like she like not all the way, but slightly need like a manager, kind of how she did like her ring ability when she first like fought, and people were saying
Mm-hmm.
how bad her ring ability was, and now she done
Mm-hmm.
improved with that. Now it's time for somebody to be with her to actually like help her speak, like on the mic. That's like something else that she lacks because when she was in AEW, she talked about the Busted Open podcast with Mark Henry and David O'Greca and everybody, and she said that she didn't have no wrestling experience or anything. And when she had that match, when she teamed up with Shaquille O'Neal, going against Cody Rhodes and Red Velvet that time. She said Tony Khan just told her to go out there and you know,
You said Red Velvet?
yeah, Red Velvet. Remember the black lady
Oh.
they used to wear red or whatever in AEW? It was
Yeah, I know
her
who
and
you're talking
Cody.
about.
Yeah, but I don't even think she's on there anymore. But
No, she's not.
yeah,
Mm,
but yeah, that's pretty much where Jay never like fully got in there and actually wrestled, which I felt like her biggest thing she should have went like to NXT first, and then let's say
mm-hmm.
sometime about summertime this year or so she could have came like on the main roster, kind of like how like most of those stars that's on NXT right now, especially like Jason Jane. She's a good wrestler, but they keep her in the faction. But like I said, you get all the NXT experience, or whatever, and then you come up to the main roster. Unless you've been wrestling for like 15 years, then I just feel like you'll kind of lack coming from one company to another, and the only thing you do is just big boot somebody and then drop them with the jaded, and then pin them and then lick your fingers or whatever, and just do that all the time. I mean, it's not going to get you nowhere in WWE.
I mean, that's true. That's true. But I did hear that while she was gone, she was getting some training in.
Yeah, they also said shit. They also I can't remember what. I don't know if it was Brian Alvarez or who, but they said they were getting word that she wasn't even really injured and that she was over like in Hollywood doing like movie stuff, whatever, from November all the way until a couple weeks before her return.
Yeah,
Oh
I was
wow.
hearing that too, but then it's like that's what got people confused because you got people saying that she wasn't really injured and that she was doing the Hollywood stuff and all her other side projects and whatnot, and then, until she came back, and then people said she was injured because of the way how they presented it on TV. So it's like as of right now, is whether we don't know what side of the story is true. So basically, right now, as it goes, both stories are true. People consider both stories true at this point. That she was is she once either she was injured or she wasn't injured. I say she was the way how they was cutting and editing that footage of her when she got injured when she got attacked by Naomi. The way how they presented it so that she really was injured because they never showed us her getting off the car or them helping her get off the car. They never even showed us her getting loaded into the ambulance, was making
Exactly.
it seem like she was really injured. But then you got the report saying she wasn't, so nobody really knows where to go with it, whether she was injured or not. So
Right.
people just pick people just pick to choose that she. Some people just choose to believe that she really was injured, and some people choose that she really wasn't injured because we don't know for sure which side the story was true.
Correct. And
The- uh,
yeah,
then you also got the fact that her and Bianca don't like each other, so people think that they did this to get Bianca and Jade away from each other. Like I don't know, it's
and
like
like
a whole bunch of she's just getting into it with everybody backstage
but
at this point.
the biggest part where a lot of small like creators that I've seen talked about was how it's surprising that when Bianca split up with Jade, she's finally back on top again versus when she was with Jade.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but that's a creative decision. I mean, it's not surprising to me because that's what creative wanted. Creative wanted Jade and Bianca to be the pillars of the tag team division.
Right,
They
and
wanted them to elevate the tag team title.
plus Bianca had to train her like on in ring stuff or whatever as well too.
Right, and then they
'Cause-
wanted her to learn from Bianca.
right, because I mean I wouldn't think nobody else would have taught her or whatever. But it was, I mean it was it was good though for the meantime because if Jay didn't succeed like within her in ring ability, and she came in the way how she came from
Right.
AEW over to WWE, and people were like just laughing like, oh man, like especially like when Shane, when she first got WWE and Shane was laughing at her, um, and so I was like, yeah, she kind of needs someone to actually work with, otherwise she'll be sent to NXT.
I mean,
It
we
wasn't.
all knew her coming from AEW. By the time she came from AEW to WWE, we all knew the story that she wasn't trained properly. We all knew the story about her and Shaq, that was her actual first official wrestling match in any capacity, whether stage or not. She never had any form of training, any form of wrestling background. She was just a bodybuilder who wanted to be a wrestler, and Tony Khan just threw her in the ring and said, "You'll learn as you go." So we knew that
Mm-hmm.
we knew that. That's why when she came to WWE, she was presented immediately on TV. They wanted to train her.
Yeah, and it definitely took a while, and yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, though, I mean, like I said, she done gained, the wrestling experience. She just gotta get she just gotta get some promos in because she never fully like talked on the mic in AEW at all. She just boot people and punch them in the corner and then drop them on their face, and that's it.
Okay, okay, Chris, y'all. I got a question for y'all. So, Chris, you said something about she could use a manager. Who would you want as her manager?
That's a good question. I remember she used in AEW. She had Stokely Hathaway at one point. Um, but hmm, I would have to give it some thought, and I'll save it for another video.
I would
I
say
have to.
I would say not Mickey James because Mickey James is doing something with what's her face and
I was just about to
in
say that Mickey
in
James.
NXT. You
I
could
was
Yeah, a
about to
little
do
bit,
say,
man.
I was about to say
you could
Mickey
do
James or Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria would be good. Yeah, Victoria would be.
Woo.
you could do. I was thinking, I was thinking Michelle McCool. I don't know her.
No, get Layla.
Yeah,
Yeah, Layla.
Layla. Mm-hmm. Lita.
Even Beth
Um.
Phoenix would be good.
Yeah.
That Phoenix is on her way to AEW to be with her
Oh
man Coach.
Lord, her
Oh
man.
yeah. Cause her Yeah. She said she wasn't
Oh
coming
yeah,
back
it
to WWE.
is.
She said she wasn't coming back to
Her
WWE. So
Yeah, she's in more shape than she ever was. Like Beth Phoenix is definitely more shape than she ever was. Like when she was in WWE, like she's strong as I don't know what. Like she's in better shape than Edge is. Even
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so to be honest, it don't even have to be a female. To be honest, it could
No,
be
it
I was
a.
has
thinking,
to
I
be
was
a
thinking a
female.
male because she had Stokely Hathaway at one point in AEW.
I was thinking she could be a Heyman girl.
Paul
That's all I was
Heyman,
saying.
yeah.
Paul Heyman, that jump would be fire though. That would
She could
kill
be
promo.
she could be a Heyman girl. Cause he's been working with Braun Breaker a lot,
Mm-hmm.
a
I can
whole
see that
lot.
too. Braun Breaker.
He been working with him a whole lot. Triple H when Braun Breaker came to the main roster, Triple H told him to work with Braun Breaker, and so
That's
he's
her
been working with
Roman
Braun Breaker.
mad. He
All
everybody
right.
travel chief.
Right,
Speaking of Paul Heyman, we're gonna get to him in a little
but
bit.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of people that could be her manager. To be honest,
Yeah. Uh-oh. We got Punch in the house.
they could take book. Speaking of Punch, let's ask Punch. Okay, Shane. The question I asked was, who do you think should be Jade's manager, if she should have one?
Ooh.
We
Um,
said Paul Heyman. They said Lita, Layla.
Victoria,
who?
Michelle McCool, Mickey James.
Yep, Michelle McCool,
Layla.
Mickey James. Yep, Best Phoenix. They said Best Phoenix, but we already know Best Phoenix is going to AEW.
I don't. I don't think she really a manager. She can talk. It's not like she's bad on the mic.
Hmm.
But since we
Mm.
got Punch in the house, let's catch Punch back up before we move on with down this card here.
Yeah, I don't. Oh wait, hold on. I don't think she really need a. I don't think she need a manager to like speak for it, but I do think she needs a manager to like show her the ropes as far as like her wrestling goes. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I see she improves though in the ring. She improved a lot,
Yeah,
especially
but can she? But can she improve with that one on one?
we
We ain't
about to
see that yet.
we about to find out next week.
Yeah, she gonna get Liv, right?
Yep.
And let's see, man. Let's see what Naomi's gonna do next week.
But
Liv gonna get destroyed.
yeah. But
Li-
like I said, you gotta catch Punch back up here. Punch.
Yep.
What did you think about the opening promo with LA Knight and Jimmy Uso?
You talk about the part where Solo slipped.
Yeah.
That was about to, boy was
Yeet.
about to drop a F
He
word.
was about to blow an F word out his mouth.
Yeah, oh,
Mm-hmm.
that was hilarious. Um, I mean, it was what it was to hype up the show.
He turned it.
Crowd was lit.
True.
Sure was.
What about that the match that it led to, the first match of the night, that 6-man tag?
Was cool with it. I didn't get to see it to the end where like I think Jacob was beating up Braun Strowman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was
For
after
the most part,
Jacob and them had lost.
oh yeah. So for the most part, yeah.
Yep. Yeet.
All right. Then what you walked in on, this is why we were talking about Jay, because we were talking about Jay's promo that she had, basically because I was catching Khris back up, but we were talking about her promo where she was asked by Kathy Kelly what how did she know Naomi was the one who attacked her, and why did she not contact anybody in WWE to let them know it was Naomi. And I kept saying this. I said this for like the fifth or sixth time. It was funny that she didn't answer the second part of that question. She only answered the first part.
I still think beyond. I'm telling you, yo,
I'm
watch
telling
that
you, man.
WrestleMania.
That's what I said, didn't I? I feel like it.
Watch that WrestleMania, yo. It's either gonna be Bianca the Mastermind and Lash Legend in them is going to be like Lash Legend and Naomi was because Jade is a big girl. There's no way Naomi did that by herself. No way. It's impossible.
Well, we know Bianca did. We know she didn't do it physically anyway.
I know. I'm saying, yeah. That's what I still think is Lash Legend and Naomi and Bianca's a mastermind. I'm still going with that.
You
You
think
said
so?
Still,
you said it was either
yup.
that, or you said or what? You would say it was either that or what?
Or it was just Bianca and Naomi and they both did it. You know what I mean? But I think it'd be cool if you add Lash Legend and her partner to the mix. That way, Bianca could have her.
Dakari Jackson. Yeah, it
Yeah,
would.
Bianca could have her own like group about it.
Yeah,
Bianca wins the bar title. It's all
she
there,
win that
man.
title.
I
Yeah,
I,
She's
I still I still double down on the fact that I think Naomi. I think it's the same thing as you, but I don't think Bianca was the mastermind. I think it was Naomi with Last Legend and Jakara.
oh, okay.
it could be
Because
like that. It could be that way too.
Hey,
that's
I
how
like
I
the
think
idea
it
of
went.
that
Because
too as
I
well.
do agree with y'all on one thing. Naomi didn't do that by herself. Because
Hell
ain't
Definitely
no
no.
way,
not.
you just because I mean, according to Jay here in this promo, Jay said it in the promo that Naomi hit her and threw her on the car. That's what she said.
Nah.
Naomi ain't strong enough to pick her up. Throw her on the car.
Definitely not.
No,
Jade
she
No.
didn't.
got
She
muscle.
didn't pick her up. She pushed
No,
her.
no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like she ain't. She She ain't strong enough
Nah,
to pick her up or slam her or anything
Lady
like that. And
No, she said Naomi
Jane,
basically hit her and then pushed her onto the car.
yeah,
bro,
But it's all. Oh, go ahead.
The way Jay was laying down, bro, there's no way. There's no way, bro. That looked like a straight hour bomb type.
I mean,
yes,
no, I mean, but you can from what it looked like, Jay fell from a high place, so you could get that same effect from a push.
exactly.
And nah, I don't
Either way
believe
it
none of that.
go,
I mean, either way it go,
Why
right
has
now, all we know is that they both confirmed that she was pushed.
I wonder why has Bianca changed out her outfit as of late? She used to
Yo,
come to the ring.
facts.
She used to come to
you
the
said she used
ring
to what?
like she changed her outfit has changed and now she wear like sunglasses and stuff. Like she either depressed or she had something to deal with it in a big way.
Well,
Thank you.
she said that she was depressed because she didn't know she don't understand why two of her best friends are fighting, and that she was depressed because she couldn't enjoy her victory at Elimination Chamber because she don't understand why Jade attacked Naomi because she said she thought it was Liv, and then nobody's talking to her. Naomi wasn't talking to her, Jade wasn't talking to her, and now she was having people blaming her for it because nobody's saying anything. So that's why she was asking Naomi to come out there and to tell her what was going on because she wants to know what was going on and so she could get a peace of mind. And that's what Naomi was trying to gaslight her.
Nah, but I know that, yo, Chris, you got a point because I know this last week Naomi and Bianca was wearing black, and I know this Bianca's wearing a lot of dark colors lately. Y'all seen a new T-shirt?
Yeah,
What's that new T-shirt?
I haven't quite seen her new shirt yet.
yes, her new shirt is fire.
I gotta look at
Black.
it.
But
But you know, black is also
question
the
me if
sign
she
of
was wearing
mourning too.
sunshades.
It
Black
don't black don't
sunshades.
necessarily mean dark side. It also mean a sign of mourning.
What about like the thing with The
Man,
Rock and Travis Scott?
man.
They were wearing black.
Yeah, they was that's why I say it don't necessarily mean dark side. It also has
Right.
two different meanings. For
Bro, you
Travis
seen
Scott
John?
and them, for Travis Scott and them, for Travis Scott and them, it was dark side.
I'm trying to
Bianca
see.
and them now
I'm
it
trying to
could have
see.
been dark side as well, but it's also a sign of mourning. That's why you wear black when you go to a funeral. It's a sign of
Right.
mourning.
Right.
Yeah,
I see what you
But
trying.
hey,
yeah.
You trying?
but hey, Shane.
I'm listening.
But what happened to Chris?
No, I'm still here. Damn.
Oh,
I'm gonna say, what you trying to tell? Say something.
Yeah, I thought Chris was about to tell me something.
Yeah, I was about to, but it done slipped my mind now. It'll come back.
But
hey
no,
Chris.
to answer your question, Shane, about the clothes, they could go two ways with it. Now, if Triple H do choose to go the route of Bianca being the mastermind, then we could be like, okay, that was a sign of her being the dark side. But if he choose not to make her the mastermind, then you could also say too the other meaning she was just really was depressed and in mourning.
Nah, she need to. Nah, they need to. They need to. Nah, I still think Bianca.
I'm
I
not. No,
still.
I'm not saying they not trying to say what you're saying, but I'm just saying if they choose to go with her not being the mastermind,
Yeah,
then they mean that they saying she was actually really was just wearing the black in the mourning sense.
I was
She,
about to say you can't. You can't really turn Bianca heel just yet
Not
until
yet.
Not
Jade,
yet.
becomes the face.
but that
Jade
don't
True.
Carter.
you see this the reason why I don't want Bianca to be healed because it don't work with Jade being a face. I don't buy Jade as a face. And then
I don't.
okay, they go off. Why is Jade wearing black?
True.
Yeah.
True.
That's kind of weird too.
So like everybody's wearing black.
Yeah, it's
But I
kind of
Nobody,
can't.
weird.
Can't.
it can't be a dark thing if everybody's wearing black.
Right.
Jay's
Yo,
been
I think
wearing
it's
just
just to
black.
confuse us.
Jay's been wearing black except with that one SmackDown. She's been wearing black since she came back.
listen.
Yeah.
Triple H, just don't do the story where where you have Naomi try to be the heel, Bianca try to be the face, like MJF and Adam Cole. Don't do that. Don't do that. That was bad. Don't do that.
Well,
My
you,
thing is,
you talking about don't do it like how they do it, or just don't do it?
yeah, don't do it how they did it. Because if you watch how MJF and Adam Cole tried to reverse the storyline, where now Adam Cole is the babyface and MJF was the heel. But dude, what when the title got changed, and I mean Adam Cole was the heel, MJF was the babyface. Don't do that, Triple H. Don't do that. That's too much. If we're gonna go with Bianca, I mean Jay Cargill being a full babyface, he might as well go all the way.
See, and before we move on and get back on track, the reason why I say it wouldn't work with Bianca being the heel and Jay being the face, because if you look at it from a story standpoint, what do Bianca get out of being the heel going against Jade?
Nothing.
Like you have to look at it from that
You get a
standpoint.
character change.
Yeah, I
Oh
mean
yeah,
And
that
that's the only thing. The only thing is a character change, but story wise, it don't make sense. It don't make sense story wise for Jade to be. I
But
mean, Bianca to be the heel.
they was pushing Jay already to be a babyface when they teamed her with Bianca.
Yeah, I,
So
I understand that, but you still have to make it make sense for Jade to be the babyface against a heel Bianca, where she doesn't, where Bianca, in the sense of the storyline, don't make
that's why I
any
said
sense.
Bianca.
It don't
That's why I
make
said
any sense.
Bianca.
Oh, go ahead.
That's why I'm saying Bianca reveals herself as the mastermind. That'll be
That's
the
what I'm
heel turn
saying.
for Bianca.
But I'm saying within that context, it still don't make sense. Why? Why is she trying to be a heel? Why does she want to take out Jade? Jade is not a threat to Bianca. Bianca is a threat to Jade. Therefore, it
I
makes
don't know.
sense. It makes sense for Bianca to stay the baby face in this and Jade be the heel, because all in storyline sense, it makes sense for Bianca to be like the person who really didn't know what was going on, and to be the person who who eventually tries to step in because Jade just keep beating down Naomi. And maybe we could be like, okay, so she must really is being the heel, but was really just her. She tired of seeing two friends fight each other, and Jade gets mad and turns on Bianca because Bianca is acting like she don't want to be on her side on this.
So do we get the reveal that Jade Cargill was all a setup to get Bianca?
No, I'm saying this stays as a Naomi story, because Naomi, basically what I'm getting at is
Okay.
Naomi and Jay benefit more from this than Bianca does. Bianca
Okay.
don't benefit from Bianca benefits more from her story with Rhea and Io than the story with Bianca and Naomi.
Okay.
And then if
I see what
Bianca
you're saying.
becomes champion, that can further fuel, like, Jay's eventual jealousy, because Jay was always known as a Bianca knockoff when she was in AEW. So you look at how the talks from her and because the whole thing they've been playing up was, man, we want to see Jay versus Bianca, right? And then when Jay finally came to WWE, when they met face to face and the Royal Rumble, they played it up then. But we always knew that Bianca was always considered the better version of Jay. Jay was just a Timu Bianca, right?
Yeah.
Timu
Team
Bianca with no
You
experience.
said team you. Oh,
You said the
that's
team
crazy.
you.
So
That's
when
crazy.
if you look at it from a story standpoint like that, when you look at it from like that, with everything that's going into this, why we want to see it, it makes sense for Jay to be the heel, because she's the one chasing Bianca. Bianca's not chasing Jay. Jade is
So
chasing her and her star power. So it would make sense
okay.
that this all leads to an anger of people, like how Liv just said she was a joke, right? And you heard Jay say I'm a joke. I'm gonna prove to you I'm not a joke. You could use that right there in that sentence could be why Jade turns heel because everybody thinks she's a joke and everybody thinks Bianca is better than her. That
I
makes more
mean,
sense story wise than Bianca, uh, being the heel, being the mastermind. Because you still have to explain why Jay, I'm saying, even in the world, like, let's say that does happen in the next couple of weeks, leading up into, WrestleMania, we get to reveal that Bianca is the mastermind and stuff. I still would not understand why they chose that route because it doesn't make sense. What do Bianca has to be mad about? What does she have to be heel about when it comes to Jay? Jay has nothing to make Bianca mad and angry to be a heel. It don't make sense for her to even want Jay to be taken out. Jay was
So like,
even because leading up to this, Jay, the only thing we know for sure leading up to this was Naomi was pushed to the side. Naomi was forgotten. Naomi was the only one who suffered through this whole thing. Jay never suffered. Bianca never suffered. Naomi's the only one who suffered. So it makes sense for Naomi to be the mastermind.
exactly.
She was pushed to the side. She was forgotten. Triple H did have her on the losing streak to fit the story. She
Mm-hmm.
had to fight back. After that whole tag team match, like Jay said, we was the big three. But what happened, Jay? Y'all left Naomi to the wayside. Y'all
Right.
was the big three. Then after that WrestleMania match, Bianca was on. I'm not saying everybody but Naomi. Naomi was on her own. She had to fight for a spot in the TV spot against Nia Jax. She had to fight just to be seen. But she was just seen on WrestleMania in one of the biggest 6-woman tag match with Bianca and Jade, and all of a sudden then she was. Remember, we kept saying, "Where's Naomi? Why are they just leaving Naomi like that?"
yeah,
So everything up until this point makes sense. Why Naomi would attack Jade? Because Naomi said it herself. It was always supposed to be me and you, never you and Jade.
yeah.
So none of this story that we got, even with our speculation, we still have to go off what we got. And what we got is everything pointing towards Naomi just being jealous, which makes sense because Naomi was on a losing streak. She was abandoned by them. Nothing indicates why Jade. We do got backstage rumors that Jade and Bianca didn't really like each other, but they're not playing that into the story. They just playing all we got is Naomi being abandoned.
Yo, what if they did play that into the story of WrestleMania?
If they did, I could see Bianca going heel.
Exactly.
I can see her going heel because then she could be like, I didn't even want to be Triple H forced me to be saddled up with Naomi, and I just wanted a way out.
I'm saying.
But we're not getting that. We're getting Bianca being separated from we can see Triple H is separating Bianca and Naomi and Jay so they can focus on Bianca, Rhea, and Io.
Wait, but we ain't get that just yet though.
We ain't get it just yet, but we see the beginnings of it.
We're still getting it. We're gonna get it though.
We're going to get it though, because we saw Bianca saying she was done with Naomi. And then you can see you see the Twitter feed. We getting it because she's feuding with Naomi on with Rhea on Twitter.
Yo, that was hilarious.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, even with speculation, we still got to look at the facts here. That as of standing right now, and we're getting close to WrestleMania, they still haven't introduced an element into which we could say, "Oh, I could see Bianca being angry with Jade and causing Jade to get attacked." They haven't introduced that element yet. All the elements they introduced is Naomi getting her big heel push.
Yeah.
And her attacking Jade, her being jealous.
Right. Exactly.
That's all we've gotten so far. So until I can't get on board with Bianca being heel until they introduce an element that could make me see why she would turn on Jade.
All right.
But everything for Jade is in her favor to turn on Bianca because she got a lot more to prove than Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all guys are not the saying you're not the only one. I see people on Facebook say, "Oh, Bianca," they don't like that Bianca's not being presented or being teased as a possible person. Like I seen it like on Facebook yesterday while I was at work. Some people saying like, why they not teasing Bianca being a mastermind or nothing like that. They just making it seem like it was Naomi. And people don't, because people saying that because the way how it looks, it's just only gonna be Jade and Naomi, and Bianca's a true baby face in all this. I'm like, because Jade at the moment, Bianca doesn't have a reason to turn on Jade. There's no threat there for Bianca. Is the successor. She's the one undefeated at WrestleMania. She got the more championship wins. She's bigger star on the bigger company. So where's the point to make her a heel against Jade? That's how you have to look from a story standpoint. Where is the logic to make her the mastermind? Where's the logic?
Where is the logic?
You want Jade out the picture? Because when you want Jade out the picture, that means Charlotte is the mastermind. Charlotte felt threatened by Jade than Bianca did.
You think so?
True.
That interaction that Jade and Charlotte had those months ago. Charlotte looked at threatening because she was like, "Yeah, I heard about you. We're gonna see.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna see something like that." She was saying something to the effect that we're gonna see how big of a star you truly is. She felt more threatened. We never had that type of interaction from Bianca. Bianca was more excited to face Jade because she heard, she too heard the stories about Jade Cargill and AEW. That's all we got is the rest of that the Royal Rumble interaction when she first came to WWE. We don't have nothing to build off of. So to just come out and say next Monday or next Friday I was the mastermind, well, what was the build up to it?
Yeah.
It would just be another. It would take away, like in a sense, it would take away from Naomi, and Naomi don't need nothing to take away from her. Because then it will be we would say what Mercedes is the more success person because she's being presented as a star in AEW, but we're not presenting Naomi as a star, and Naomi is just as much of a star as Mercedes because they both champions, multiple champions. So that's why I say Naomi needs this story by herself because we need to put her on the same level as Mercedes.
Yeah. Plus, the story is big. It's bigger than this thing they're doing with Tiffany Stratton and
right.
Charlotte.
It is the biggest story with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte anyway. That's why we put so much emphasis on this brawl that just happened.
And plus, it's like a black. Plus it's like a black thing. You have never gotten that in WWE before.
Yeah, and that's what I'm about to get back on track and get off my.
Oh yeah, my bad, man. Yeah.
To get off my little rant here about the whole
on this conversation.
Bianca and Jay stuff. Punch, what did you think about the B-Fab and Charlotte Flair match that led into the Tiffany brawl?
To be honest, B-Fab, I was really surprised with B-Fab. They put it in there with somebody that knows what she's doing, like a Charlotte that can actually carry a match. She got the interest. She could talk. I think something's missing, and I don't know what it is yet. But she's gonna be the future somehow, some way. We need to stop doing these brawls. It's getting to the point where it's not getting exciting anymore. I mean, it was cool with Tiffany and Charlotte, but we just seen the same thing Monday with Seth and Punk. Then we just seen it last week. I forgot the two, but we keep doing these breakout brawls. It's like, okay, it's another one.
I mean, it depends on if the story needed. CM Punk and I don't think Charlotte and Tiffany needed a brawl, but CM Punk and Seth Rollins, because they is real hatred there. You would think it would be a brawl.
I know, I'm saying, but we got to get more creative than that. Like we going on the road to WrestleMania. Like, why we just keep doing brawls? Like, I get it. At the end of the day, it keeps the crowd excited.
So what do you want What do you want to see happen then?
Yeah, like what else can you use to put
I
them?
mean, give me something. Give me something backstage. Give me some type of. Give me some blood or something. Give me some real heat. Give me something. You know what I mean? Like make it a little personal. Like go to somebody's crib. You know, like let's do something here because we just gonna keep doing
Yeah,
these brawls and this.
give us that Mariah May and Tony Storm like thing or something.
Hey, give me something. Like give me something creative, something that I can invest in. Like, oh, hey, now I know they're gonna put on the banger on WrestleMania, but it's just like the build up so far has been lackluster.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, if you do that, if you have Tiffany go to Charlotte's house or Charlotte go to Tiffany's house or Seth Rollins go to CM Punk's house or whatnot, you
Now
still
that's
gonna have
personal.
people saying oh well, you're just copying off of Triple H, just repasting his storyline with Randy Orton, or you copying off of AEW. Like
I
it's
mean,
never gonna satisfy anyone.
yeah, I'm not. I'm not. No, I mean, it would be lit to me. I don't care what nobody say. However, and they're not even presenting Tiffany as a real threat
Right.
to
Now,
Uso.
yeah.
Well, I feel like
So
they was kind of doing that to yesterday.
no, hell no. Just because they had a brawl doesn't mean that no. They not even presenting Tiffany as like a champion.
Yeah,
They
like a real
presenting
champion. Yeah.
No, that definitely true. They not presenting her as a real champion.
her more as you just the title holder until Charlotte beat you.
Right.
Like, come on, I'm gonna be honest. Tiffany gotta
I
look
mean,
like
of
a
course,
champion.
because we knew soon as they said the rumors was that she was winning the Royal Rumble, Tiffany, and then they put the belt on Tiffany. They just did that so they could be like, okay, we know we taking it off of you, but we want you to be champion at least for a little bit, and we're gonna give you the WrestleMania match, but we gotta get that title off of you to give it to Charlotte Flair.
Exactly.
Oh, here's the thing. I'm okay with it, but at least let her look like a champion going into the match. At least let us get some type of hope she might beat Charlotte. She don't look
We
like a
couldn't even get
champion.
that for Liv. We couldn't even get that for Liv and Rhea.
Nope. And that's
Nope.
and that's
And
the
they doing
problem.
they doing the same thing to Tiffany. She don't look like she got any hope to beat Charlotte.
Gunther looks like a more of a threat to Jey Uso. Jey
Right.
Uso is gonna win the belt. Like, come on. What do we like? It's just we gotta get more creative. Like I don't know. Like we gotta do something here. Like I don't know. We gotta do something because having these brawls is cool for the moment, but it's like we just
Just
seen it Monday with Seth and Punk. Like why is we seeing it again on Friday? Like no, I don't want to see that twice.
Well,
Or
did they
if you're
have
gonna
a brawl this past Monday, or wasn't that the Monday before this
I
past
think
Monday?
that was a Monday before that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It's probably the Monday before that. But we got to do something, bro. Because Tiffany don't even look like a champion, to
No,
be
she don't.
honest. And that's my girl, but she don't look like a champion at all.
she don't. She don't.
She's not even getting booked like a superstar. She's getting booked like an afterthought to Charlotte.
Well, now you
Exactly.
know how I feel about Liv and Rhea. She was booked as an afterthought, and Rhea was booked as the star. And even though Liv was the champion.
And then
True.
we give the belt to EO just so that she could drop it at WrestleMania.
That's
Oh
what I'm
my
saying.
god.
Then we get the belt to EO just for her to. That's why I said, if we was just going to do this, we could have just let Liv have the belt until WrestleMania. But we couldn't do it, could we?
Nah, little big man. That dream over.
That dream,
That's
yeah,
why she
my
got
dream is dead. My
that's
girl
why
is
she got the
over
tap.
a tag team championship looking like an afterthought.
And they was talking about having a women's tag match for the
They're gonna have a triple threat.
and they no tag teams. Who
Piper and Alba.
Last Legend, and she comes back on top.
Yeah, Last Legend and Jakara.
I can see that.
Telling you, I'm telling you, Bianca going to reveal herself when she wins the title. Last Legend and them going to be tag champs. All they Yomi gotta do is get the U.S. belt. They're gonna crew right there. I'm telling you, watch. I'm telling you, the seeds is there, brother. The seeds is there.
The seeds is there for what? You still haven't made sense of why the seeds would be there for Bianca to be the mastermind.
Listen. I don't know. I'm gonna get to that. Hold on. I don't know yet, but we gonna get to it.
he said, wait a minute. He made it seem like he was about to explain it. Then he said, I don't know. That's exactly my point. It don't make sense for Bianca to hate Jade enough to do something like this.
Yeah, I know. No, I know what you mean. Nah, I'm just jealous. We talking about Triple H and his booking, bro.
We're talking about Triple H and his booking. It's sus is best.
Sus. But with Tiffany, yeah, we got to present her more as a champion. She's not looking like a champ at all.
Well, like I said, this is Triple H and his sus booking. So Tiffany,
E-Fab looked more like a superstar than Tiffany.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
that's saying something.
Bruh.
That's saying a lot. And that's my point. Why is Tiffany getting the same treatment as Liv? Why is we treating Rhea and Charlotte like these people who can't put over new people?
Nope.
Like now you see what I mean about why I've been complaining about Liv's treatment and booking. Tiffany is getting the same treatment. That's why I have zero confidence in Tiffany retaining that title at WrestleMania.
Oh, she's not.
Just like I had zero confidence when they put that match with Rhea and Liv on for the title, and Rhea won. I knew Rhea was winning because I had zero confidence that Liv was going to win.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's like they doing the same thing with Tiffany that they did with Liv and Rhea. Tiffany looks like the afterthought. Charlotte looks like the person who's going to take the title, and she is, because they presented her as more of a threat than Tiffany, and Tiffany just looked like.
I'm telling you right now,
Tiffany just looked like a title or person who just has a title, and not the actual champion.
This WrestleMania, there's no happy endings. It's gonna be all heels. Last
year of the heels. Last year was the year of the baby faces. This is gonna be the year of the heels. Every heel is gonna win.
Yup.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yep.
John Cena is gonna beat Cody. Charlotte is gonna beat Tiffany. Who else we got? Maybe
Sammy gonna have Gunther win.
Sammy gonna have Gunther win. Gunther.
I don't think Sammy gonna help Gunther win
the title.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
Yo.
No, I'm just messing with Shay. Jay's probably gonna be the only heel. I mean, only baby face to win at WrestleMania.
Yeah. You know who else is gonna? Win? Hey, little big man. You know who else is gonna win at WrestleMania?
Who?
We just talked about him earlier. Jimmy. No Yeet. He gonna beat LA Knight.
No Yeet.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
He gonna beat LA Knight.
They probably gonna have a multi-man battle for the belt, and Jimmy's just gonna win.
No, I think it's gonna be Shinsuke versus LA Knight versus Jimmy. That's how they're gonna do it.
No, I don't see.
That's what I mean. It's probably gonna either be a trip. It's gonna go from either being a triple threat to maybe a fatal 4-way or a 6-pack challenge, something like that. It's gonna be
right.
It's gonna be either a triple threat or more people involved, and Jimmy's just gonna win. But it's definitely
gonna be a 3. You think they're gonna put the U.S. title on the card?
Yeah.
I'm not even confident in that.
I'm confident enough that they're gonna put the U.S. title. The only title I don't think that's gonna make the card is at this, because the way how it's presented is the women's United States and the women's Intercontinental. They not making the card.
No.
So you mean to tell me that we got these we got these Kayla was saying, right? We got these mid titles.
Mid-card championships, yes.
Nobody gonna get on the card at WrestleMania.
I mean, look, let's break down Triple H such booking here. Who between Lyra and Chelsea, who has defended the title more?
I think she got like two title matches, I think, right?
We got two title matches for Lyra, and I think Chelsea has defended it at least 3 to 4 times.
Oh yeah, okay. And then Chelsea
Chelsea got the faction, so he is putting more. He's putting more story back. He put more effort into Chelsea, but it's not enough. You had a 3-hour show, and Chelsea only had a backstage segment.
First of all, that third hour is just a drag. I don't care what nobody say. That third hour of SmackDown is a drag. No,
It's the drag
forget
if you're
that.
not going to use it properly for your mid-card titles. The whole point is that they need to be the mid-card section. One of those hours need to be the mid-card section.
Mm-hmm.
And why is they doing my boy Drew McIntyre dirty? That's all I want to know.
Oh, we gonna get to that.
Why?
Oh, Drew McIntyre.
So, so Punch, I think we got you caught up now because you talked about the Charlotte match. You talked about the Tiffany brawl.
That was me.
Before we get to, I think we was all on the Miz TV match. We just got done with the Miz TV section, not match, but section. That's what you need to talk about before we can finally get to the next thing. Yeah. I mean, see, I'm glad that you're here. This is what I was afraid of. You make John Cena heel, and this is what I was afraid of. Cody Rhodes has got to carry the buttload of this feud. What can Cody Rhodes say in 2 weeks without John Cena? John Cena has not been there since the turn, and Cody Rhodes really can't say what he needs to say because John Cena is not there.
Yeah, he gonna be Monday, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense about Cody Rhodes' promo. I don't want to talk to Miz. I don't want to talk to nobody but John Cena. I mean, you pretty much can't. What else? It can't nothing be said without John Cena being there. And then, say John Cena, say he does win the championship, right? He comes Mr. 17-time heel champion. What we're gonna do with this heel story when John Cena gotta go make another movie?
Hey,
I mean, he is booked for Backlash. I heard that was supposed to be him.
And they say he's supposed to face Randy for the title at Backlash because it's gonna be in St. Louis.
So what?
Yeah, Randy? He is booked for Backlash.
And Randy's supposed to beat him at Backlash.
That's my man. Yeah.
Backlash is in Mexico.
Nah,
it's Backlash.
Backlash is in St. Louis.
No, it's in Mexico this year.
No, it was I've seen that it's in St. Louis.
It's in St. Louis. That's why we getting Randy Orton versus John Cena. It's already announced.
Dang, it should have been in Mexico.
So basically, Randy Orton is the #1 contender already. So that leads me to why are we going to do this Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk match? For what?
Nothing.
I think, little big man, I think the Mexico thing is next year or the year after.
I seen that it was supposed to be in Mexico.
Nah, it didn't fall through.
Yeah.
They changed it to St. Louis.
Yeah, I see why. They said WWE Backlash would not be in Mexico despite Bad Bunny's. It failed. It was supposed. I remember the promo. They was promoting it for Mexico, but it fell through.
Yeah, because Bad Bunny was supposed to be. Bad Bunny was supposed to be there for
Look,
it, but everything fell through.
and Selena Vega was supposed to get a title shot.
Because they was going. I think they was gonna have. They, was- they were talking about having that rematch with what's his name, Bad Bunny, and what's his face
Damian
again.
Damian.
Priest.
Yeah,
So we gonna turn Damian Priest heel again? What? Yo, oh my god. Oh
hey,
man.
but
What?
Bad Bunny could be a heel.
Oh God.
He too loved down in Mexico. That crowd will go berserk. He too loved. There's
But
no
okay,
way.
so we're gonna get it. The backlash is gonna be in St. Louis, and they
Yeah.
promoting Randy Orton versus
John
Versus
Cena.
Johnson.
John Cena. Randy Orton gonna have to carry the feud, just like Cody Rhodes got to carry the feud. And with that leads Cody
And
Rhodes.
no offense to Randy Orton, but at this point in his career, I don't think talking is that long is good for Randy Orton. Like not for
And
like
Randy
2 weeks
Orton is
straight.
not even there. Randy Orton is not even there most of the time.
Nope.
He's
So
there more than John Cena though.
it's just this. I'm all for
True,
John
true.
Cena having a heel turn. Don't get me wrong.
Hey,
But
little
it's
big man. He
a lot of questions on how you present this when he's not going to be there.
Exactly.
he's
So I
he's
heard
there
though,
more than John Cena. So I could see him
Randy was
turning
supposed
heel.
to win it.
He's a baby face now. So
Randy was
True.
supposed to win it. Randy was
who?
supposed to go heel against Cody at SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like that, but no.
No,
I'm with that.
you said Randy was supposed to go heel against Cody.
Yeah, he was supposed to
Yeah.
win.
Well,
He was supposed to win.
the build up to SummerSlam.
Mm.
I'm with
But
that.
everything got shifted around because John Cena wasn't supposed to turn heel until WrestleMania.
Right.
Hmm.
So why are we about to do this triple threat with Punk, Seth, and Roman if nothing is at stake? I'm lost.
I'm
Right.
lost.
We could have.
I don't
We
understand.
could have.
I don't understand it either.
Look, we could have did a triple threat with Randy, John
I
Cena,
mean,
and Cody Rhodes. To
that
be
triple
honest,
threat ain't hitting on nothing if it ain't no nothing behind it at all.
Right. I
Right.
Well,
think they're gonna
I
do
mean,
well. No, not that. Ain't gonna matter.
at the
they
moment, it's presented like it's just the end, the feud between all three men. That's where it's being presented at the moment.
And the feud is still
so
not over with Seth Rollins and
but
CM Punk
but
nowhere.
why at WrestleMania?
But
That's
you
the thing. Why
include
at
Roman into it.
WrestleMania?
no. The only turn point swerve that we get out of this if Paul Heyman walks out with Seth Rollins.
See,
Right.
that's what I
The
was
only
Right.
thing
saying.
that
Or
That would
CM
have been
Punk.
better with
no,
if
No, it
Brock
would be
was
better.
doing
It would
it.
be better with Seth Rollins
I mean, yeah,
because
it will be better with
because
Seth Rollins.
he has no ties with Seth Rollins, so it would be better.
Oh,
Wouldn't that make Seth Rollins a hypocrite?
yeah, I think that's the point where we turn Seth Hill because Roman Reigns is overshadowing Seth, and CM Punk is definitely overshadowing Seth. Somebody gotta be the villain, and Seth
And
Rollins plays both.
It's Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is
Seth
the
Rollins
villain.
already said he's gonna retire soon anyway, so it's just like
Seth, Seth
he
plays
might as well
listen.
get that he might as well get that Paul Heyman get Paul Heyman to join him now.
I
That'll
mean,
be the swerve.
they said so themselves that Roman Reigns is not a good guy.
Yeah,
They said it so themselves on live
Yeah.
TV. Roman Reigns is not a
yeah.
good guy.
Roman's not a good guy.
No.
Oh,
He's just the guy, I
He
guess.
just
He's
did,
the
yeah.
guy.
He said he just the
yeah.
guy, and everybody was cheering for him, but he's still not a good guy. That's what I've been saying this
How?
whole time about Roman Reigns. I've been saying it this whole time. Roman is not a good guy. Roman is still the tribal chief Roman. He's still the evil Roman Reigns. We just cheering for him now.
Ah,
But nah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying though. Like even if Roman is like in the middle, he's still getting overshadowed by Seth, regardless. Like Roman Reigns is overshadowing Seth, and CM Punk is overshadowing Seth. That's why I say
I
it'd
honestly
be
don't
dope.
think this needs. Roman Reigns don't need to be a part of it. This should have been Seth finally ending his blood feud with CM Punk. Jacob and Roman should have
And it
been
should
going
be a
at each
no
other
holds
at
barred match
WrestleMania.
too.
Like it
Should have
should
been
have
a
been
no
Jacob
holds
and
barred.
Roman at WrestleMania.
It should have been a no
Yeah,
holds
that's true.
barred. Or it could have been Roman. It could have been Roman versus Jacob.
That's what I'm saying. I just said it should have been Roman versus Jacob at WrestleMania.
A lot of people
Hold
saying
Now
on.
they're
it should have.
getting
A
confused.
lot of
Now
people
they're gonna
saying
confuse
it should be
everybody.
Solo versus Jacob. I'm like, no, nobody wants to see no
Yeah,
Solo versus Jacob.
No, we
I'm gonna
don't
come
need
back
Solo
on.
versus Jacob at WrestleMania. We need Roman versus
Okay,
Jacob.
I'm gonna come back on. Let me get out here real quick. See what's going on.
go
You
ahead.
good? Go ahead.